Assalamualaikum friends. Today's topic is what are the factors that influence the performance of employees, or what are the factors that lead to the poor performance of employees in any organization. There's some factors that we have highlighted here. You can have a look. Factors influencing performance. A factor causing the poor performance of employees. Number one, these are 5 important factors that should be kept in mind. Number 1, job fit. Number 2, technical training. Number 3, clear instructions. Number 4, tools and equipments. Number 5, employee morale and organizational culture. These are the 5 very important factors that lead to the poor performance of employees, or that can influence the performance of employees. They can make performance better or worst. Let's discuss the first point, and the first point is job fit. Job fit. First of all, you have to check out the employee that has been hired by you. Does he have the proper qualification, knowledge and skill and attitudes toward the work? The most important first factor is that when we hire the employee is lacking. If the employee is lacking in qualification, knowledge and required skills to perform a particular task, then his performance will be affected. If you have hired the suitable candidate with suitable and required qualification, and he has sufficient skills enough to perform any particular task, then he can do it better. Otherwise, maybe you'll have to check it out that the employee's qualification and skills don't make the job or the task that you have assigned to that person. That is the first and foremost reason of non-performance by the employees, or poor performance by employees. Number 2, technical training. It's generally viewed that employees don't have the technical skills to perform. They are qualified enough, they have some skills, but the technical skills required to perform a specific job. For example, a technically sound person can do the same job within hours. That person with limited technical skills, or he has few skills, or very little skills, so that person may be performing the same job in weeks. He may be consuming of time. So non-skilled person, unskilled person who is not technically skilled, sound, maybe his job may get affected and his performance may get eclipsed and may be affected. He'll be a poor performer. So technically, an employee need to, or he must be sound enough to perform his job. So you'll have to check out whether the employee does have the required technical skills or not. For example, are the employees capable enough to utilize latest software package and are they technically sound? So you have to check that out. If you're going to give a task that requires some IT skills or some technical skills, he's required to operate a machinery. Does he have those particular skills or not? If he doesn't have, you'll have to provide him training. Otherwise, his job will be affected. Technically sound people can do the jobs very quickly and the performance is always better. Third reason that leads to the poor performance of employees is clear instructions. This has also been generally observed that mostly the employees who do not perform properly, they have not been given clear instructions as to how to perform a particular job. As far as instructions are concerned, instructions to perform a particular job are concerned, you should at least provide them information about the 5 W's and how. That what has to be done. This is very important. You have to tell your subordinate what has to be done, why it has to be done. It's very important to tell the employees that what are the goals and what is the task, what are the goals, why, what is the reason why we're going to do a particular job. And when you have to tell a specific time, the time deadline that you're going to give to the employee, that you have to perform such and such tasks within 2 days, within 4 hours, within 6 hours, within 1 day, whatever. So timeline should be given to the employees. So what, why, when, who will be doing it? Clarify and specify to the employee who will be doing what kind of task. So the employees should not be confused and flummoxed about what tasks we have to perform and who has to do what. So this should be made clear, very clear. Where it has to be done, if it is required to tell, and as well as if you should also tell them the modus operandi, that how a particular task has to be done, what is the process, what is the procedure, what are the SOPs to do a particular job. But I show you, if you clarify the first 5 W's, what, most importantly 3 W's, what, why, when, what has to be done, why it has to be done. It's very important to tell why it has to be done. If you don't tell the why, the employee is half informed about the task. He doesn't know completely that why. If he has why in the mind, then he can suggest you some better ways, and he can improve his work in a better way and customize his work according to your requirement and needs. So why is very important. What to do, why to do, and when to do. Do tell these 3 things. I'm sure your employee will suggest the ways how to do it in a better way. Fine. So instructions. If clear instructions are not given, and instructions have been given on the basis of assumption, the employees know better and they know how to do it, then there could be some lapses, some problems in the performance of the employees that could lead to the poor performance of the employees. Number 4, tools and equipment. That's very important that we give the task, but we have to also provide the required tools and equipments, just like IT tools, or just like gadgets, or just like latest technology, any machinery is required, whatever is required, what are the internet facilities required, whatever the technical support you can provide to them, technical tools you can provide to your employees that are required to perform some job in a better way. So it's important. So sometimes it's been observed that employee may not have the latest tools or the required tools and equipments, maybe because of that particular lacking, employees' performance may be affected. So as a leader, as a manager, we are supposed to check out these things. If they have been given tools and equipment, then there could be a problem with their technical know-how, that they don't have the technical know-how to operate particular equipments and tools. But if the tools are having some problem, then you're supposed to provide help to the employees in that particular matter. Point number 5, the last one, employees' morale and organization culture. This is the 5th reason that leads to the poor performance of employees. If employees, it's been observed that employees usually have the whining and complaining attitude, that they keep on whining and complaining every time about the procedure, the facilities, the salaries, and the work overload, and about their rival employees in the same department or the same organization. So this could be the problem, that employees have a complaining and whining attitude. Employees with whining and complaining attitude cannot perform better. So you're supposed to find out and figure out what are the reasons leading to complaining and whining. So if you have to check out, and you have to try to mitigate their burnout, and you have to try to decrease the employee turnout, employees that want to leave the department, that want to leave the organization. What are the reasons for that? So employee turnout can be decreased by understanding them and by improving their behavior and attitude towards the work. If you work on this, I hope this video will play a very important role to help you out. Do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.